June 19th. We'd like to call this meeting to order, and I'd like to go out of sequence here, do number 5 first. The board reorganization. What's your pleasure?
For me, I think we need to still be the same way we are now. No changes.
Is there a motion?
I guess keep it that the same way.
It's not up to me, it's up to you
Yeah.
guys.
Yes.
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 So right now there is a, motion on the floor by Mrs. Souza.
Mhm.
Second.
And second by
Yes.
Mr. Bones, who seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, okay, it takes a review of minutes of May 15th meeting. Any questions?
Yeah, just from the minutes right here. You see a motion on the minutes, we sent them to you.
Make a motion. Set the minutes.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Warrants and bills of communications.
I just in case anybody has any questions about check number 6071 and 6074. These two big amounts right here. That was, the board voted to pay at the last meeting for the last payment for the generator and for the fencing that's holding the trash bins. So those were the two right here. This was paid by
Is that what Mr. Gomes was questioning?
Yep, so that was paid by the, our money through the state, so those were paid and, the jobs are definitely closed and we are gonna be receiving the money for both of those back.
We try already the generator to see if it works.
Yep, the generator, is all set, they fixed the problem that was, going on with it. The generator works, we do have some, like, a small contract, if anything goes wrong, we have a company that will come out and fix it. But when they did the initial test, the generator was up and
Yeah.
running.
And it
Any
starts
more
up
questions
every
on
week
that,
for 20
Warren?
minutes.
Okay. No.
Could I have a motion to accept?
Take a motion.
Aye. Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, it does, it starts up, he was saying it starts up once a week and it runs for, what'd you say?
About 20 minutes.
About 20
Yeah,
minutes,
every
so.
Friday just before noon time.
That's
It doesn't generate.
Oh, I was gonna ask
It
that.
just starts up to make sure it runs and everything, that's all.
Oh, good.
Director's report?
All right. Okay, this month, I just wanted to give you a little update. This month, we have been working hard with the engineering and other companies just to get the beginning of construction and the bids ready for the electrical project in the apartments. And we haven't done much with the vinyl siding, but we've been basically closing projects and getting ready to open new ones. The end of our fiscal year is coming up, so we're just getting everything that needs to be billed by the 30th, and any job that needed to be completed by the 30th. So that's what we've been working on as far as what we're doing in the office and just closing up and getting everything ready to open for July 1st. Our apartment status is we currently have one apartment vacant. I did ask DHCD to put that on a small hold, which means they do take it offline. it's a new thing with DHCD. We go online and we put exactly when somebody leaves the apartment, and we have a certain amount of days to get the apartment turned over. If we know there's gonna be a little problem, we can let DHCD know whether it's maintenance issues or staff issues, or if the apartment's a mess, and we go ahead and we ask them for their approval just to extend it a certain amount of time. I did ask this to be extended due to the summer vacation times, other projects that we're trying to finish before the 30th. So we didn't ask for much time. We have already actually been working in the apartment, but it is on hold. And what happens is if we don't finish it by a certain amount of days, DHCD does charge us, and it's all through our budget, a couple of dollars. We've only had that happen, I believe, once. We usually are able to get the apartment done and turned over in the allotted time that we have. So right now we did ask for an extra month, only because the lawns, the maintenance around here that needs to be done, and vacation time within the three of us that work here. So that's the status, and we're hoping to have it rented within, 30 to 60 days, so. And once that one's rented, it looks like it'll be full, but we never know what's gonna happen.
And the rented is Boston, they give you the people though, or we
Well,
still
right, yeah,
have
it's a new system now, it's not what it used to be. A year ago, people would come in with their application, and we'd have a book log, we'd log it into our book, we'd send back paperwork. Now, as of January, but officially with the public as of April, it's all online. So if somebody comes in here, we just it's a short application, it's no longer that long application with everything. It's a short application, we go ahead and we put it into the computer. And people now can go online from their home and put their information on the computer. So there are people on our list now that are doing it right from their own home, so we don't know who they are. So once they put their name into the computer, they can actually state what housing authorities, if they just want senior housing authorities, or say if they want a one-bedroom, we would come up in the area of the one bedrooms they want. Now, if there's an elderly person that wants a two-bedroom, Acushnet wouldn't even be an option for them, because it would just, it wouldn't come up because we only have one-bedroom units here. So now what happens is once an apartment comes up, we have to run a list. And we're running a list saying that we have an empty apartment. And once that list comes up, it's 10 numbers, there's no names on it. Then every person on that list gets a letter stating that they are within the 10 people of coming in. They have to get their paperwork back. We have to go through all of their financials and take it from there. Their financials are good for 90 days. So if we have another apartment that comes open within 90 days, we can use all of that information. If we don't have another apartment for another 4 months, we have to redo that all over again.
The question, the person they put already the application before this new law, they need to go to the computer to do it again? Or?
No, anybody in that book, Julie and I had entered in the
Okay.
system ourselves. So everybody that we had in our system, we entered manually. So anybody previously on there is in the computer automatically. But now people actually can go in and check their status. So if there's somebody at home that's watching or whatever, if they applied with us 2 or 3 years ago, all they would have to do is put in, it'll tell you options. It might be like a date of birth, a last name, and a first name, and they will come up in the system. And they'll be able to check, about where they are on the list.
And the computer is the authority of Acushnet?
It's Massachusetts Public Housing CHAMP. It's called CHAMP, CHAMP. And people do really want to go and check, because it's a new system where if you put in an application and you call us, anytime somebody calls us, we go into the system and we put what they called us for, or they just wanted to check if they're on their list, and that keeps their application good, like in good standing.
Yeah.
If somebody applies and waits 2 years and never goes on there to check where they
Okay.
are, they know as soon as they log in that there's been activity. If there's no activity in anybody's accounts in 2 years, we do not, but the state takes them off the list. So it's right now it's a learning experience for all of us.
Yeah.
Ivy Housing Authority also with the state, so we're all just kind of, testing it out and seeing. So far it's worked well for us.
And it's still the next one in line.
Oh yeah, it still goes by emergency housing, depending on the emergency somebody has. then local veterans preference, then veterans preference, and then Acushnet residents, and then out-of-town residents. So it's still in the same order that it was before. It's just the computer generates the order by preference that we or whoever's at home puts into the computer. Now, somebody at home may put in some kind of preference, and once they get a letter, we have to verify that if they put their emergency, we have to verify what their emergency is and if that's correct, and then we take it from there. But we don't even do that until their name comes up in the top 10, and then we go ahead and we verify all the information.
There's a chance that we get a lot of rain that our apartment will be ready before the month out, right?
Correct, yep. Depending on vacation times, yep.
All right,
Okay, thank you.
what else you got?
Okay, every year we pay Bristol County our, portion of the, our portion of what is owed. And this year, I had that one, if I had the file. There was two, there was this one and another one. So we owe them $25,411. We can pay that in two different payments, or we can pay that, in full. We always pay it in full. Paying it in full saves us about $500 per year. I do have the breakdown, I do have it in the folder. Does anybody else have the
This is
breakdown?
for
This is for the Bristol County, it's for our older retirements.
retirement,
Every
yeah.
year we have to pay, and
Yeah,
we also pay monthly, and then we have a portion, of the state. So, they're saying that we can, I'm sorry, this one came a little different than the, perspective. So $24,945, we could pay at once, or we can pay in two payments of $12,705.50. If we pay it all at once, it saves us $466 instead of paying now and in 6 months. So, we do have the money. I suggest that, if we pay it in full, we just get it over with and save the $466.
yeah.
I would say it's
So I just need a board vote to go ahead and pay it in full.
Yeah, make a motion, we pay it in full.
Second motion,
all in favor?
aye.
Right now, that is all I have. I may be calling, another meeting to, go over some money that we may possibly have left over that needs to be spent before June 30th. I'm gonna be working on a plan for what we're spending it for, so I can present it to the board. And if so, I will notify the board when we can have this meeting and,
This
yeah.
one?
Yeah, it has to be spent before June 30th. And if there's any money that we're gonna spend, I'm not gonna lose it, we're definitely gonna spend it. And June 30th, we do have, some small ideas, it's not a lot of money, it's only $2,500. Some of our ideas were to redo the floor in the bathroom and the kitchen. Those floors definitely need to be redone. They're the original floors and they're hard to keep clean. The other thing Mike came up with, which I think actually is pretty important, is when we have rainstorms around this curve in front of buildings 17 and 18, we get puddling and it's pretty bad. So our other thought was to see how much it would cost just to straighten out and pave that area. It is a mess
Oh,
over
that
there.
2,500?
Well, you know what?
Well, we'll find out.
It doesn't
We'll find out.
hurt to get quotes
Yeah.
to see if it can be fixed. We do work well with the town and we can see what's available and, if we can fix it, fine. If
Oh,
not,
yeah.
the floor I know for a fact, we do kitchen floors. What would you say to do that? He's gonna do the work, so we're not gonna have a flooring company come in. And we think that we can actually go over this floor. So what would you say?
$600, 700 tops.
Yeah, so that would be for the floor. As far as the pavement, that was just an idea to get a quote.
Yeah.
We don't know what's gonna happen, but it's just something to look into. I mean,
So if you need all this, why do you need, that's another meeting?
because I can't spend that much money without asking the board for an approval.
So you can do it now, right?
Yes.
You said you got $2,500?
I have $2,500 to spend, yes, and I definitely wanna do the flooring and,
Well, why don't we approve that for that project?
because I'm not sure how much the other project's gonna be.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I'd like you to approve the exact
Oh,
issues
yeah.
of what we're spending. I feel more comfortable if you approve each line
Exactly,
item.
each one.
All right.
I understand
I
that.
understand.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, the other thing that I wanted to spend money on, if you drive in, a lot of tenants have, got together and they purchased, flags, for each building, and I think when you drive in, it looks really, really nice, and there are some buildings that don't have flags, so I would like to just match all the buildings, so when you drive in, it's consistent with the flags, and seeing that it's Presidential Terrace, I think it's really nice, the way that it looks, and I'd like to continue that, so that would be another minor expense.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, and
Good
besides,
idea,
besides that, that's it, that's all I have this week.
yeah. Not for that.
Could I have a motion to accept the director's report?
First motion?
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
How about you there, Michael, you been doing anything?
No, this, not normal maintenance, nothing big has been going on here. The grass keeps growing pretty quick, so we've been cutting it more than I normally cut it in the past, but everything seems to be good. Garfield Street with the new tenants there, they seem to be taking care of a lot of their own little problems, changing bulbs and stuff, so they're not really bothering me too much over there, just for big things, but otherwise that, everything's pretty good. Okay. We've got the apartment to do, which we talked about. That's it, nothing major.
And the weather don't help too much.
Any questions for the maintenance person?
That's my fault.
Okay, could I have a motion to accept the maintenance report?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the date for the next meeting, you don't know, right?
Yes, Wednesday, July 17th.
And that is, it may be a special meeting in between, but I'll let the board know.
Yeah, it could be a thing like we, like.
It would be
Yeah.
probably like a 2-minute
15,
meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
July 17th.
I know it won't be
July
next.
17th will be the regular.
No, the next meeting is July
17th.
17th. So, yeah, the third Wednesday of the month. And then I will let you know if there's one in between then.
Because they need them to be next week.
Well, that's my thought. So if it is next week, I do have, something that I have to do for work on Wednesday. So I don't know if it would be a problem. Would it be a problem with anybody doing it on a Tuesday or a, Thursday? Okay.
No problem with that.
You know,
Would that be a problem with you, Mr. Coombs?
What day?
Maybe Tuesday or Thursday, most likely Thursday,
You mean this month?
next week.
That should be all right.
All right. It will be quick, I promise.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Well,
ladies,
any
you
other
spend much
business
time.
before the board? If there isn't any, have a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion adjourn?
Second motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
No adjourn.